Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Teleislas News with the most important news of the day. The Budget Committee of the Departmental Assembly met this morning to hear for the second time the budget projects requested by the departmental offices in the framework of the future validity.
The session started at 9 a.m. and has not been able to develop completely because several deputies have doubts about the budgets required by the local government. The Secretary of Finance, Luis Viloria, who is the moderator and representative of the local government, has made several interventions to clarify these doubts, which for some are not clear. Other secretaries who were summoned to make known their budgets for the future were education, finance, and tourism, which so far had not been able to expose what their budget will be due to the doubts that the deputy have. This is developing news that we will expand in our central broadcast.
Representative Jay Pang requested the national government the participation of raizals in the Colombia's defense before the Hague.
The representative request was formalized through a record that she presented in the plenary session of the House of Representatives on Tuesday, August 17, bearing in mind that next September, Colombia will face again in the International Court of Justice in The Hague 2 more lawsuits filed by Nicaragua against Colombia.
Dejo constancia ante esta honorable corporación.
I place on record before the plenary of the Honorable House of Representatives, before the Chancellor, before the legal group for the defense of the interests of our country, to include in the defense and in the virtual and face-to-face hearings a raizal defender where we can have and make use of all the knowledge we have of our people.
The two defendants to which Colombia will have to respond are one for the breach of the 2012 ruling, which took away some economic rights in the Caribbean Sea, and the other with which the neighboring Central American country intends to extend the continental shelf to the national territory.
And at this time, Amantel's 7th National Congress of Comptrollers is in our department. And from the Convention Center of the Island Hotel, Alice Medina gives us more information.
Good evening, Lisa and Aldi TV viewers. I say hello from here, from outside of the Convention Center of the Teleislas, because this morning the National Congress of Comptrollers started in our department. Yesterday they had a welcome dinner, but today is all the academic featurings that they are going to have in this Congress. We talked to the controller of our department, Justiniano Brown, who told us a little balance of this first morning.
We're very happy we have this event in the 7th Congreso Nacional de Comptrollers here in San Andres. We know the importance of this event to reactivate the economy of the island, and we believe that the event right now went excellent.
The controller also told us what is going to happen this evening in this important Congress.
Well, we have a special conference that does attribute to the medio ambiente that one expositor from the Consejo Estado wanted to give with, so we suppose that he want to be excellent.
In our central broadcast, we will bring more information about this National Congress of Comptrollers. Also, we want to tell all that we will be pending of the development of this news. This is all the information we report from here, from the Convention Center of the Hotel Isleño. Continue Lisa in studio with more information.
Thank you, Alice. And in other news, a young woman from our islands was involved in an accident where, according to her, police officers were to blame. Gisela Livingston with more information.
Hello, Lisa and Aldi TV viewers. Well, last Sunday there was an accident near to the National University where a couple fell off their motorcycle. The girl implicated in the accident gave the testimony of what really happened.
On Sunday, I was leaving work and my partner was picking me up to take me home. And when we were passing by, there were some policemen, but they were not on the side we were going, and my partner was not going at a high speed and was trying to avoid a car that was in front of us, and we could not see why the policemen were stopping us. Then they threw something at us and we lost control and fell down. The same people who were passing by helped me. The policeman did not do anything. They just looked at me, and one of them approached me and told me that this was what happened to me for hanging out with bandits, so that I will stop hanging out with bandits.
Okay, Lisa and TV viewers, well, this family is looking for the people who saw the accident so they can make justice. That's all the information for now. For Teleislas News, Gisela Livingston. Have a good day.
Thank you, Gisela, and to all students using the internet service and the facilities of the digital points. These points are already enabled on the island. All information with Sylvette Mitchell.
Hello, Lisa. Good afternoon and to all our tele audience. They watch Teleislas News in this moment. Well, this is a good information for all the people that make a good use of the internet service here in our department. The 3 points of the Vive Digital here in the island are available. This information was provided by the Secretary of the TICS, Victor Turizo Palencia. This was what he said about it.
Sí, efectivamente, los puntos Vive.
Yes, indeed. Vive Digital points are already active since July 22nd. The 3 Vive Digital points on the Hill, Shelnery Bay, and Town are already active. The invitation is for our students to approach them, to take advantage of them, to do homework or training, make use and appropriation of this environment in the computer room, and welcome everyone.
Well, this is the good information we have for everybody in the island today. We'll remember that this service is provided from 8 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon, and also from 2 in the evening until 6 in the evening. This was all information, Lisa. Sylvette Mitchell Archibald for Teleislas News.
Thank you, Sylvette. And just after a short commercial break, we will continue with more of Teleislas News. And now let us learn about other events that are making news today in our Vive News sections.
During the weekend, the Carolina Environmental Corporation successfully developed a cleaning day in the Old Point Mangrove Park, where 18 sacks of solid waste were extracted, approximately 180 kilograms. The activity was conducted thanks to the participation of the park guards and beneficiaries of the project's incentives for the conservation of marine, coastal, and terrestrial ecosystems. The Tourism Protection Group of the National Police leads the campaign in the department All Against Theft, which seeks to prevent this crime in all its forms, providing recommendations at the aquarium key to tourists, residents of the island, and tour operators on the care of their belongings and biosecurity measures on the island. The government, through the anti-smuggling team, continues to raise awareness in the community. On this occasion, the officials visited commercial establishments located in the sector of Ciudad Paraíso, where they explained to the citizens the importance of verifying these seals on liquor and cigarettes and alerting them if there are suspicious or contraband products.
And taking into account the results through the PRASS strategy carried out in the department, a decrease in the positivity of COVID cases is evidence.
Hello, Lisa. Good afternoon. Well, yes, we continue with more important news here in our department, and is that the positivity of the COVID-19 cases are decreasing according to the result that the PRASS strategy are providing to the community. In the month of August, a 0.8% of cases was positive. In July, a 7.8%. In June, a 17.3%. Well, right here we can see, so really the result of the positivity of COVID-19 is really decreasing in the archipelago. So the professional of statistics of the Health Secretariat give us more information about this.
Durante el mes de agosto, en la jornada PRASS se han realizado 580 muestras.
During the month of August, in the PRASS session, about 580 tests were carried out, of which 5 were positive. That is a positivity of 0.8%, although in mid-June there was a reduction in the number of COVID cases. The positivity in the department is of approximately 90%. However, we call on the community to pay attention to these 3 figures that continue to be carried out in the department from house to house so that the tests continue to be performed. The vaccination is not synonymous that COVID is gone. It is still circulating in the department, only that it reduces the possibility of death or ICU hospitalization.
Well, yes, Lisa, we also want to remind the community that the strategy, the PRASS strategy, continues here in our department. In this week, from the 17th until the 21st of August, yesterday and today, Wednesday, they are in the Guinea Hen sector, Thursday in the Cantera sector, Friday in Serranillas, and Saturday they will be in Schoolhouse sector. So this is the invitation to the community to take advantage of this strategy and to also make the COVID test, because remember, say the vaccination doesn't prevent the COVID-19. So this is all information today. Now, yes, continue Lisa in studio with the most relevant information of today.
Thank you, Sylvette, and this is all for now, but we see you tonight at 8 p.m. in our central broadcast of Teleislas News. Good afternoon.